My name is Marie Gerson, and I have a strategy consulting business, and I love what I do, and I'm proud to help people through it. And I really pride myself in being wholehearted and loving people in the process. Well, I was in the corporate world for my whole career, and I started my consulting business 2 years ago, so it's been an exciting adventure. I led strategy and marketing and education for medical device and dental commercial companies, from startups to enterprise sizes. Well, before the program, I knew I had a lot of stress in my life. And coming from this big corporate world, I've always been one of those people that thinks this is normal. I've got this, no problem when it comes to stress. But a few things I knew about myself is I was struggling with sleep. I noticed cortisol spikes in the middle of the night and really struggled with getting a great night's sleep. And I also noticed that I unconsciously held my breath when I was stressed or focusing, and I would take these big sighs that were obvious to other people and not always me, but I never knew why. And my emotions were really high strung. I found myself being more easily agitated, and I really had difficulty at times staying present and calm for long periods of time. The challenges that were affecting my daily life and my well-being were, I felt that I had lost some joy and play in my life, and those things are extremely important to me. And when I was really honest with myself, I would say that I often felt like a machine while I was working, and my ability to have empathy was becoming more and more limited. And at times I felt actually cold. And that was not who I am and who I'm committed to being. And I felt that I had a limited space for people in my heart, in my mind, and my life to actually care for them, really care for them. And that is, again, who I'm part of, it's part of who I am and who I'm committed to being. I've tried various common stress relief approaches, and one of them was Botox, getting injections in my jaw for intense clenching. My dentist said that I clenched like a 300-pound man, and I'm a third of that weight. And when it wore off, it was immediately stressful for me. I could feel my anxiety going up, and I'm really committed to having natural approaches in my life, so it wasn't really aligning. And doing the jaw stretches has given me immediate relief. My intention is really to stop doing Botox in my jaw muscles so I can be more aligned from a natural standpoint. Another area is I exercise 3 to 5 times a week, mostly in the morning, and to stay fit and strong. But I never really felt like it was making a big difference for me from a stress standpoint. So the daily walks have really allowed me to connect with nature and be more calm and in my mind and more at peace, which I love. And the last thing is I do meditating and breathing. I do that not always consistently, but I do. And I never knew the true power of breath with the diaphragm until being part of this program. And it creates immediate relief and bringing my mind back to a calm, present, and clear. And I get to do it anywhere and anytime. My first impression of the program is, honestly, I was sure that I had done this type of thing before or something similar. I honestly think I was a bit overconfident that I was already doing stress relief activities. And about halfway through the program, it became very clear that this method provided a very unique and powerful and immediate approach. And I'm committed to integrating it into my daily life, which is really important, I'm finding. After my first session, I felt some initial relief. It did take me a few sessions to really let it all soak in and observe the changes in my body and see that the exercises have a progressive effect on stress relief. So the more I do them, the more I want to do them. The impact that it has on me is the more often I do them, the more I want to do them, because I do feel the immediate relief and I feel the more consistent relief. One experience that I noticed that was fascinating and profound was Every time I do the jaw stretches, I either yawn or I take a very deep, what sounds like a sigh of relief. And I think it's my body's way of saying thank you. Dr. David and Miss Patty have been absolutely gracious and kind and supportive, eye-opening at times, and very much wonderful. I could observe myself being a little cynical at first, honestly, as I thought I'd done it all before. And the more I let their care and the solutions in, really let it in, and followed the exercises, the increasing relief I felt. There were definitely some unexpected benefits. Although they told me that it would help, I was skeptical on the sleeping topic because I've always struggled with sleep. And I've been sleeping better through the night. And if I do wake up in the middle of the night, doing the breathing exercises really help calm my cortisol and help me fall back asleep. My life has changed since completing the program in areas like feeling more calm, feeling more loving, and more present. I am a generous person, but haven't felt as generous. And going through the program, my level of generosity and empathy and caring for people and the ability to reach out and help others, and also being playful and laughing and enjoying my life more. I definitely notice changes, physical, mental clarity, emotional, related to my business. I'm noticing an absolute increase in mental clarity and being more aware and engaging authentically because I'm present. And I am noticing that things overall are more easy. It's more easily for me to engage, for me to do my work. And also being present helps me being more calm. And one thing I love is that it's helping me be more creative and strategic, which are natural strengths of mine, but they get stifled when I'm not in a great place of well-being. So even more creative, even more strategic, and new ideas are flowing more easily. One thing I've definitely noticed is my desire to step back in order to be more present with the things that matter to me. That's really a big one for me. I've had a few people notice that I'm more present and loving and helpful. And I've also noticed people commenting on my energy or my zest or feeling very alive. And one person said, I'm beaming. So that's something I've had people observe. People that are close to me are noticing. The one thing I would like other people to know about the program is that it works, and to feel the optimal results versus occasional. The key is to integrate into daily life, and you can bring it with you anywhere, anytime. Just get started, I would say, to someone who's considering doing the program but is unsure or not confident that this is something for you. I would say just get started and trust the process. I think I could sum up my experience in one word, and that would be gratitude.
If you want more information on chronic pain, chronic stress, anxiety, depression, PTSD, click the link below.